My name is Angelos Mavros. I am a music enthusiast, and let's get right into today's topic. At the right bottom corner, you are seeing my associate, and her only purpose is to distract you. Because you might think that this is an innocent tutorial, but in fact it's a human behavior experiment. I am currently monitoring your reactions through the YouTube Analytics program, and soon I will be able to extract scientific results and conquer the world. Our first technique is commonly used in making psytrance. It lowers the volume of the bass whenever the kick hits. To do that, you add a pick controller on the kick. Unmute it. And then on your bass mixer channel, you right click and link to controller. You choose pick and LFO and inverted. And then in the pick controller's settings, you lower the bass and you increase the tension. In FL Studio, by default, when you open a new instrument, it closes the previous. To change that, go to Options and General Settings and unmark Auto Select Linked Modules. Now all windows stay open. Tip number 3. Close all windows at once by just pressing F12 button. The undo button seems to work only one time and then it turns redo instead of undoing. Instead of pressing Ctrl Z, which is the typical undo, press Ctrl Alt Z and there is your undo. Version 20 of FL Studio gives you the opportunity to have multiple playlists. Just click here where it says Arrangement and create a new one or clone one. In that way, you can do your experiments and then switch back to the official one without causing any damage. Live instruments are not played as perfectly as with a computer. Tension, volume, hardness, and many other parameters are fluctuous when we have a human player instead of a computer. Instead of adjusting everything manually, use the Strumizer that will provide a live feel by slightly adjusting parameters. If you want to add a gap somewhere in your track, what you are currently doing is this. You select and you drag many patterns simultaneously. Instead, click the selection tool, select the area where you want to add a gap, go to your playlist options and then click edit and insert space. And all patterns will be moved to the right and you don't have to worry if you left something unmoved. Let's say that you have made an automation on the volume of a sound and you want to copy this automation over to another sound. Stop looking here and look up there. Double-click on your original automation, go to Options and Articulator and click Copy State. Then double-click on your destination automation and in the wrappers options, click Articulator and then Paste State. There is a very popular technique to create uplifters or provide atmosphere to your build-ups. Let's say that we have a lead playing right on the drop. And you want to create a rising thing out of the same sound. You get the first notes of your melody, you copy them on a clean pattern, you add some reverb, and you record it with Edison. Then you press this button here, which adds your new recording to your track as a sample, and you go to that sample, you normalize and reverse. And then you just drag and drop your new sample into your timeline. You cut out the edges, and there you go. A nice, unique uplifter specially designed for your track. If you are experiencing problems with a not so fast computer, you can lower the CPU usage, go to Tools, Macros and click Switch Smart Disable for all plugins. As you can see, the CPU usage dropped immediately. Let's say that you play an instrument or a MIDI keyboard and you want to record it. The way you did that until now was to press the record button up here, but you don't have to do that. You can just play something and go to Tools and dump score log to selected pattern. And here is what you played. Sometimes you need to duplicate many effects on another channel. You can move all the effects at once by right-clicking here on the insert and go to File and Save Mixer State As. If you hold down the button and then drag it, it will move the state to another mixer channel. If you just press and release, it will prompt for saving the state. And then you can just open the same state in the channel that you want. and all the effects have been copied to another mixer channel. FL Studio 20 and above gives you the chance to convert any instrument into a sample-based instrument. This is great for making remix packs because you can pass over your instrument to someone who does not own the current VST. Conversion saves also a lot of CPU usage. Right-click on the instrument that you want to convert and create direct wave instrument. Set the keys per zone to 1 in order to capture all notes, otherwise some notes will be generated by pitching up or down. I left the effects outside the recording. So I re-add them here and let's listen to it. Perfectly sampled instrument. If you have an MP3 or a recorded melody from which you want to get the actual notes, you load it in Fruity Loops, you open the file with Edison, you click on this tool here and then convert to score and dump into piano roll. Let's try it with a piano. Not 100% accurate, but you can clean out the unnecessary notes if you keep working on it. Sometimes you have your vocals chopped and scratched because you need them synchronized with the rest song, but because of the chopping, you hear some clicks. She rides the night. She rides the night. You can smoothen the way vocals come and go and erase all anomalies by setting the transitions to smooth. She rides the night. She rides the night. Okay, that was it. I am pretty sure you absorbed and memorized everything I showed you, and that you had your eyes fixed during the whole video on Fruity Loops.